Hello everyone, it's Sean from Sean's Toy Room, and I'm here to open up the next two figures from Star Trek Generations. Deanna Troi in her Generations uniform that you never saw on screen. She never even wore the Voyager style, and you can see once again she has themed colored accessories and a comm badge that they could have at least tried to put the name tag on straight. I mean, how difficult would that have been? And let's see, what would, oh, well, look. There was the original price on clearance at some store way back in time. I bought this one at a toy convention, I think. So, one day, there's the engineering playset, Generations mini poster, the lineup of all the figures. This one is, oh, it doesn't, oh, there we go. Worf in his 19th century outfit. So she stands on the base, and of course, she has all the gear, including her pad and a monitor and a tricorder. And you see, it is from 94 because it says coming soon on Sega Genesis. 1994, I believe. Yes, good. So now we'll open it up and see what she looks like in front of her card back. And of course, now I have all three. I don't think I have him yet. We'll find out. I'm going to look for all the Generations figures and open them all at once. It appears that this figure does not come with a little bag to hold the accessories in, but it does come with a bag for this Generations mini poster, so that's the bag I'll use to put her accessories in. And you keep the 30-year-old tape intact, and you'll be able to get them back in place without interference. Alright, so there you go. That's what her accessories will go into for the time being. Same Generations mini poster and t-shirt offer for a DS9 figure or something. Probably from... Oh yeah, it is a t-shirt offer, yes. Probably for way back in... oh, there you go. Offer valid until March 31st of 1995, or while supplies last. Okay, so Generations poster goes in the pile with the others tucked under the first contact shelving unit. So here's Deanna. Again, no bending knees or elbows. Shoulders, yes. Legs, very stiff, but yes. Head turns very slightly. But they do get the blue-green correct on the shade of her uniform. Once I open up the TNG Deanna Troi, we'll be able to compare that. If there's one of her in the Starfleet uniform, of course. Wouldn't it be ironic if this is the only one with her in a Starfleet uniform? There's her comm badge base. And her little bag. There you go. And her computer terminal. With a nice aligned sticker. You see, they probably had no choice but to align the sticker properly to fit it into the recesses of the screen. Next Generations predicted the laptop almost a decade before they became in common use. There's a display pad again. The sticker is firmly in the center there. Now you can see it. And of course her tricorder. Now they had not moved to the Voyager tricorders yet. These are still the next generation tricorders. That wouldn't come until 96 or so. Okay, so here we are. And I'll set her up in front of her card back. I'll be right back. All right, there you go. So there's a good picture that can be cropped later to just focus on Deanna Troi, which I might try if it will take it to integrate at the beginning. We'll see. So now we move on to Worf in his 19th century uniform. I'm not sure if there ever was Worf in a Generations uniform, but it wouldn't really matter because you could always just substitute TNG uniform Worf because he never moved to the Voyager uniform like others did. Data, Riker, and Picard moved, but no one else did. So Worf has his base, still not straight, although if they put it down, maybe they could have fit it down there straight. He's got his pirate stuff, including his shackles. I don't know if they would... there's a scroll where he was commissioned to... It's too bad they didn't put any writing on it. That would have helped. And, of course, you see everything here. So his... Yes, I don't know if they'll fit around his wrists. Spear... Commission scroll. Okay. All right. So we'll open him up and see what it looks like out of the package. All right, here we go. So we've got the Worf figure. Now, again, his joints are very stiff. His arm is held out straight. It doesn't bend at all. That arm bends. His head seems to be completely static. His legs are so stiff they barely move. But, well, hopefully he'll stand properly on his base. Let's find out here. Well, his foot at least touches the side of the base, but it is hanging off in midair. And even when you turn it, that doesn't help. And there. That's the best way that both his feet can touch the base, and at least he stands steady then. Good. So, let's take a look at all his accessories. Now, this accessory is too big to fit into the bag that he came with, whereas other accessories, but you can't exactly... I mean, he's not going to hold the prodding rod himself, unless, of course, he took it off the person who tried to prod him over the plank and turned it into some kind of, well, I'm just going to use the weapon on you and prod you into the water and see how you like it. I mean, that's what Worf would do. Once he went on to DS9, and this was leading up to DS9, he essentially managed to beat up everyone who opposed him. Even the Jem'Hadar wasn't able to defeat him in battle. Okay, and of course, we'll bring this arm up if we can. Come on. There you go. Hold the sword in the other hand. And there you go. Worf is ready for battle. And of course, he got his chains, which he doesn't need, so. And his commissioning scroll, which I wish they'd included a tiny sticker with calligraphy text or something, instead of it being blank. But, you know, I could probably fix that. Give me one moment. Okay, so with a bit of Stadler marker work and everything, I've put on the scroll the only quote I really remember from Riker, where he said, most seriously, that he has commanded the admiration and respect of everyone aboard. That's all that could fit on the scroll, and that's the perfect quote to put on it. So just a little bit of writing, and there you go. So that is Lieutenant Commander Worf. He used the American pronunciation Picard did, even though Sir Patrick Stewart is an English actor. So, let's get the wide-angle view of Deanna Troi and Worf together, standing together, but they're not together in the universe. There we go. So that's going to be the thumbnail. And of course now, as always, we will preview, once I put his accessories away, just a couple. Preview his the Generations figures I'm going to open next week, next Friday. Now, next Friday is February 7th. February 7th. And I'm going to open some figures then. Now, Friday the 15th, I can still do my regular videos because I travel down to the Toronto Toy Show on Saturday. All right. So there is Worf and Deanna on their shelf. And if you're wondering why there is a slight space here, it's because I found my Chekhov figure for the Generations uniform so he can fit in that empty spot right beside Scotty. And of course, Generations Kirk is standing off by himself on the shelf. How am I going to reconcile that one? Because you should put them together. I think what I'd do is I'd move Worf in his place. Yes, that's appropriate because Scotty was on Kirk's left side when the launch of the Enterprise B, and Chekhov was sitting on his right. So having them standing in the same seats they were sitting in. And there's the picture of what I'm opening.